Hi, this is Joyce, and I am here. First, let me say I have been very busy this weekend packing boxes. My neighbors moved out yesterday, so hopefully the management office will get the workers in there to do what they need to do for me to be able to move in, and I'm hoping that I'll have a few extra days to get all of my stuff over there. So saying that I am tired, but I got a chance to play in my room while I was working. I'd take a break and I'd make some flowers. I've been trying to make Shabby Chic flowers. This is my first time. I've never done it before. I used some laces that I had bought at Joann's, you know, where you buy it by the yard. And I think it was like 36 inches. No, it might have been a little wider than that. And I bought 1.5 yards about 6 months ago of several different colors. So I used that, and I used some of the laces that I had in my stash. I haven't used any of the new ones yet. Because like I said, I did have some that I thought, well, I'll try to use that up before I use the new stuff. And this is the first time that I've ever made flowers. So here we go. The first ones I did, I used felt as my base. And I used the Tim Holtz tattered flowers to do as my base on the first ones. And I think it came out kind of cute. It's not very big, but I think it'll be perfect to put on the front of a mini album. This is the first one. The buttons, these were buttons. This was a button, and it came from the Tim Holtz, some that I bought on clearance. And I had 3 packages, so I opened one. Oops, sorry. I opened one and used that for my flower. And like I said, it's not very thick, but it's the one of the first ones. And then this is what, like, from that same batch. I used the flower, used one of the buttons, but I had some recollection flowers that were sheer and, you know, blue, so I wanted to try a little color with them. So it said Shabby Chic, and I know that includes the blues and pinks and pastel colors, so I did that. And I sewed this layer of lace and then pulled it together and attached it, and so then I had a ring. I'm sorry. And so that's how I got it so fluffy there. And so that's one of the second ones. And I had some fabric. So on this one, I used the felt back. I used the lace. And then this was the second piece of that flower from the first one. So I used that. And then I had some, it feels like cotton fabric that I cut some of the Tim Holtz flowers out with, and another one of those buttons. So that's my the third one. This came from the first batch, so it's the third one. And like I said, they're not very thick, but it's a first try. And then I have this one, and it's all cream. This is one of the buttons from the Tim Holtz set. This is one of the other flower shapes from Tim Holtz. My drawn lace, and then I had the Tim Holtz flower on the back, and I just hot glued everything together. I really like that button. I really like that. So that's number 4. And then I had watched several videos, one by A Little Shabby Chic, I think is her name. Trisha is her name, and A Little Shabby Chic is her channel. And then there was Jennings 244, I think. So I watched both of those ladies. So I took some of that lace that I had. Like I said, I bought it by the yard, and I cut it into squares. So that one is a little more fluffy. And I just layered it, and then I took another one of those pieces that I sewed the I got a lot of hot glue strings coming through there. One of those pieces that I sewed, did a little stitch. I would forget what the stitch is called, and pulled it together like a drawstring. And I had bought some Recollections embellishments that had these little flat metal pieces in, and it looks like a little flower petals. And this is another one of the buttons from the Recollection. This is a, no, it's not a button, it's like a little bead. And I just hot glued it in, and I think that one came out really pretty. It's a little more fluffy than the first ones, but I like it. And then I did this one. It was a little bigger, so I kind of cut around it and cut some of it down because I just didn't like it so big. I used the lace, like I said, and then I had that fabric, this cotton fabric, and I cut some of the Tim Holtz flowers with that, and then I layered them underneath. And this is from a set of Recollections flowers, and since it had a little rhinestone in it, I used that for my center. I don't know if that's considered shabby chic or not, but I like how that one turned out. And so then today, those are all I made yesterday. And today I came back, I had some blue lace and I had some pink lace and the cream color lace and then the little lace on the rose. So I made this one. I really like this one. And this is another, first I layered the first one. This time I just used a circle of the felt. Then I used the cream color lace that I cut into squares and I layered it around. And then I took some of the blue lace and I just took two of the squares and I folded it and I put two pieces there. And then I have some tulle. And then I took that piece of lace from the roll that I sewed and drew it together like the drawstring, and I made that one. I like that one. It's bigger, but I really like it. So I used one of the flat pieces that looks like a flower from the Recollections, and I had these flat back pearls, so I just made a pearl. Oops. I just took one of the pearls and layered it into the section. I like how that one turned out. I really like how that one turned out. And so because I did one, I had to do another one, and this time I used pink lace to layer in, and I've got the tulle, and it was done the same way, but only this is a Hobby Lobby. It's actually a brad, and spare parts is they had spare parts 50% off, so I bought 2 packages of these. I think I showed them in my haul video the other day, and so that's what I use for my center. I really like that. And then I use the circle, so I'll cut this down some, you know, because I've made it kind of big, so I'll cut that down a bit. But I just like how they turned out, and for a first time I figured not too bad, not too shabby. So I'm gonna work on some more until I come up with the ones I'm going to use in my swap. So anyway, I've got a old ashtray that I'm going to use when I move to display those because I really like them. So something else that's a part of our swap is going to be stick pins. So of course I played around with some new stick pins. Can't never have too many. And I used some blue. I really like how these turned out. Some rondelles, the 3-inch pins from Joann's, and these are some beads from Hobby Lobby. All of the blue ones are from sets that I got at Hobby Lobby. I love how they turned out. And I think our swap is said 2 stick pins, but I always make sets of 3. So that's another one of the blue. I like them, I like them. And then of course I made extras, so that's another one in the blue. I think they came out really pretty. I didn't have any danglies to put on them. And then of course I saw the purple beads down in the box, so I had to do that one. I love the shape of that bead. So I love how that one came out. And then I had some black and gray beads, so of course I had never played with those. And so I played with those, and that's a smaller stick pin that I got at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I'm not sure, but I think that's only 2 inches. But I thought that was, oops, sorry. Okay, come on. Thought that turned out cute, so I did 2 like that. And then I did these with the cream and kind of rosy, bronzy beads, and those beads are also from Hobby Lobby. So of course I work in sets of 3, and then I did more, so that's another one. I really love making stick pins. I love using them on my projects. And this is the 3rd one in the set for the bronzy ones and the beiges. And of course I have these stick pins from Wild Orchid Crafts that I just love. And this bead here, oops, sorry, that bottom bead, it's metal. I'm not sure where I got that or what. It probably came off a string of beads, but there were a couple of those in there and I really liked it, so I used that on that one. And then I have this flat bronze and black bead that I love. That I can't wait to find a project to use it on. So that is it for my projects today. I should be back soon with something else. Love, love, love them. My camera is about to go dead, so there's another look at my flowers and at my stick pins. Have a good day. I'm going to call it a day because it is flashing. It's going to stop any minute. Bye.